how's it going? How is the left shoulder feeling?
Today's better than yesterday, that's for sure. Yeah, just kind of back to the basics, trying to get the inflammation down and see where it goes, just one day at a time.
You still expect to play Thursday night?
I do.
Baker, have you been advised to sit that a week off would do you some good?
I'm not going to get into the details of that stuff. You know
I
what I decide, and what our team decides of the people I trust is going to be wholeheartedly for the best of my interest in mind. So we'll talk about it and go from there.
When you play with that injury, Baker, how does it hamper you?
I just think I got to be more conscious on like any scramble drills or not taking extra shots that are unnecessary. Just protecting myself for longevity wise of my career.
Are you going to practice today?
That's to be determined. So we're still talking about that.
Baker, will you be having surgery at some point?
That I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talk about the physical side of it. What about the mental side? I know it's probably hard to sleep, things like that. I mean, how do you kind of deal with that side of it?
Yeah, sleeping's not exactly ideal. I can get comfortable. I can fall asleep. It's just once I wake up for that first time, go from there. It is what it is.
What was that pain level like Sunday on the field?
That was up there for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely different than the last one.
Can they manage the pain for you? Like, is there a regimen to help you deal with the pain so you can keep playing?
I work with my physiotherapist Dave and do everything I possibly can to do that. After that, it's just pain tolerance and wanting to be out there for my guys.
Why is it so important for you to be out there every game?
I think that sets the tone. Obviously, if I was in a physical state where I wasn't able to play to the best of my abilities and I was hurting the team, I wouldn't do that because I care about winning and I want to get this team the best position to do that. So I want to be out there. I want to get healthy. I want to do all that. So that's just what it's about.
Can you get healthy though by keep playing? Like, if you keep playing, can the shoulder get better or at least to a point where it's not where it's at now? Can it improve?
Obviously, it's kind of common sense. If I don't take shots to it, it can get healthy. So.
Hey, Baker, what do you guys have to do to improve on fourth down?
Execute and get the first down.
But okay, obviously, but
Execute our job and just get the first down.
Nick, how are you going to balance? You're not 100%. You don't want to hurt the team if you're not playing at 100% versus you want to play and you feel like you can help the team win. Is that something you're going to decide? Today, how it feels in practice, later on in the week, kind of go through that decision-making process for you because you haven't missed a game due to an injury, I think, since like 2013 attack.
Good memory.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just evaluation. It's a short week, so I'm gonna, we're preparing for everybody to be able to play, and that's how everybody needs to prepare regardless. That's the nature of this league. We've had a lot of guys had to step up in different positions, and everybody's got to be locked in and know their job, know what's supposed to be going on, what we're trying to get accomplished. So we're doing that in the QB room, and we'll see how it goes.
From a pain management perspective, does it feel now like it did before Sunday, or does it feel closer to Sunday at this point?
Closer to Sunday, I guess.
So you, in week 2, obviously when the shoulder popped out, there's a partially torn labrum. What feedback did you get from the MRI yesterday? I know you're having another one looked at, or you're having the MRI looked at.
Yeah, from week 2, it was actually completely torn. There was other stuff that was frayed within it. So it's just one of those things. With shoulder injuries like that, you try and stabilize it. You strengthen the muscles and ligaments around it to where you feel that stability, and it's not, doesn't have the likelihood of popping out nearly as much. And so that's where I'm at right now. And luckily I've got a great guy I work with to be able to do those things. And Pat Rock, one of our trainers, with him every day. So it's managing that, and it's trying to prevent it from happening again. But on a fall like the game Saturday or Sunday, anybody's shoulder probably would have popped out from how I fell. So it just was kind of a freak deal.
So did they tell you what happened within the shoulder as a result of that, or is it just the same as it was before, or more damage was done? by popping out again?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't ideal by any means. I'm not going to get into details, but it's not the same.
Baker, sorry for being redundant here at all. You said you expect to play. What will tell you that you can't or that you shouldn't?
I think, whenever you do decide to get some of these reps and throw the pads on and simulate these throws, these game throws, if I'm not able to do, and be 100%, then that's where I'd be at. If I have to make that decision, only I know how my body feels. And if anyone questions whether, I'm hindering the team and going out there injured, that's just not right. So it's my decision. I get to say, whether I'm able to play or not, and that's just how it is.
Kareem was such a spark plug for you guys early in the season. How big of a loss is that? I understand it's a big loss, but
Yeah.
from your perspective, touch on what those means.
It's tough to lose a guy like that. He's a high energy guy. He hates not being out there. He's a football guy. He wants to be out there playing, and that's where you saw just the raw emotion after his calf got hurt. It wasn't the pain for him. It was realizing that he's going to be out for a little bit. So that hurts. From a spark standpoint, explosiveness on offense. But we're coaching our next guy up to be ready to go, and we're going to have to get prepared with whoever we have out there.
Hey Baker, so the other day, Sunday night, you said, our backs are against the wall. You're banged up, and you just, obviously other teammates. Do you think guys are rallying around that? The idea that, hey, we got to overcome this.
Yeah, I mean, it's no one's going to give us, any mercy or feel bad for us. So it's, I'm not doing it to send a message. I'm doing it because we need to win. We're 3-3, and the most important game is the next one, and we need to go out there and do our damn job and find a way to win on a short week. So it's as simple as that. And if that's the part of the culture and winning mentality mindset that we've been trying to build here is you should want to be out there. You should want to be playing for this team. You should want to be fighting for the guys next to you. And if not, then that's not the type of guys we want here. So we're trying to continue to build that mentality and that culture.
Baker, how do you balance extending plays, kind of protecting that shoulder, and also not leaving yourself vulnerable to getting stripped?
Yeah, it's just ball security. I think it was just pure laziness with not having two hands on it. Those guys are going to be coming after me. So especially with those guys that the Cardinals had up front, they're going to be pursuing. They're going to be trying to, if they miss in the first one, they're gonna gang up and rally to try and tackle. So got to have two hands on the ball and just take care of it.
And you mentioned Odell was deep. I think it was on that first one, right?
Yeah. Yep.
How close were you to being able to get that ball?
Pretty close. I mean, it's half a second, milliseconds, whatever you want to describe it, is very close.
Do you just push the fact that you don't have a game until October 31st after this, out of your mind because, thinking how much better you could?
Nah, I got this game on my mind and this one only.
Well, I was just thinking how much better you could be with a rest.
I
for them.
could care less. I'm trying to win this one.
During a typical week, is it worse after the game, and does it get better? And what days do you usually feel best? If there's a day.
It just depends on the game. The flow of the game. Did I take a shot on it? Did I not? It's a bunch of different variables. I can't give you a straight up answer.
Pretty good. Do you know if you get Jarvis back this week?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that are going to be decided later on in the week.
What kind of boost would that be?
I mean, obviously getting Jarvis back, that helps with the mentality and obviously tremendous player, but leadership-wise, losing a guy like Nick and Kareem and we're banged up, so Jarvis to be able to show up would be huge. Obviously, we love that.